Okay, so you won't be able to see me, but I'm here. I'm sitting on my porch in the dark. But no, you don't want to write them first. The first thing you want to do when it comes to collections is grab a copy of all three of your credit reports, and you want to go over those collections for any errors. Errors can be things like incorrect balance, incorrect date, the three different credit reporting agencies reporting different information. Anything that is not accurate, up to date, or verifiable is an account or piece of information that you can dispute. So you want to look at the collections for anything that isn't correct, and you want to dispute the collections based on that. If they cannot verify that the information is accurate, up to date, or verifiable, then they have to remove it within 30 days of you disputing the information. Then, once the account is deleted from your credit report, you can at that point reach out and negotiate payment of that debt. And the reason why you want to go that route is because once a debt is removed, once a collection account is removed from your credit report, it is much easier to negotiate a lower amount. Your negotiation power basically increases, right? You can negotiate paying a lower amount. And you also want to pay it then so that that collection agency doesn't sell it to another collection agency and then it pops up on your credit report at a later date, right? So once you go ahead and you settle it after, you don't have to worry about it ever coming back. If you don't go that route and you reach out to them to settle and to do this and you start communicating with them, there is a possibility that they will not want to accept what is called a pay for delete, right? And if you go ahead and you just pay them and they don't delete the account, then that account stays on your credit report for the full 7 years and it still has a negative impact on your credit score. So that's the first thing. The second thing, debt snowball is typically a method that you can use when it comes to repaying debt, where you list your debt in order from smallest to largest. You will make minimum payments on all of your debt except the smallest debt. Any extra money that you have will go to that smallest debt with the minimum balance. So, for example, let's say you had 5 debts, $500. That extra that you can put towards your debt every month, you'd make all of your minimum payments on all the debt except the smallest debt, and you'll put that $500 onto that smallest debt until it's paid in full. Then once that debt is paid in full, you'll take that same $500 and you'll roll it on to the next debt. So now let's say you're paying $600 on debt number 2. Once debt number 2 is paid in full, then you'll take the $600, you'll roll it on to debt number 3, and so forth and so forth. So it snowballs into a bigger payment all the way down until you hit the last debt with the highest balance. So that's basically what those two things are, and that's how you should handle it. If you should need any help, I do have a DIY kit in the link in my bio, and you can grab what do I have in there? You can grab the DIY kit, and it has examples of the letters and what you should put in the letters when talking to debt collectors, creditors, whomever. There's example letters in the DIY kit. I also have a debt repayment course in the link in my bio that walks you through all of the different ways you can repay debt and repay it quickly. So I know this was long, but I'm a very detail-oriented person and I want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll respond to you when I have some time. All right, hope that helps.